It's Heike Saxer-Taylor. How you doing?
I'm fine. Hello, Matthew. How are you?
I am surviving. How are your domestics down there in deepest Surrey?
Well, different from racing around Europe and never being here. So I felt really good about myself yesterday. Did a huge shop for the next 2 weeks and for some neighbors as well. Thought that's us sorted. Don't need to go out there again. And then my kids, who are back from London because life's so much nicer in Surrey in a lockdown, they just sort of think it's a la carte week. So eggs, avocado on sourdough every morning. I think we need to have a chat.
So you've got hipster royalty, raiding at will. Like it. You're going to have to patrol at night with a torch. Love it.
Absolutely.
I think some of our viewers might relate to your story. Very good. So last time we were talking about one of your coachees, and you came to that resonant sentence, doing the right thing. So shall we expand on that? What does that mean to you? Where do we go from there?
Yeah, so that had been sort of a focus for us in that last coaching session under extreme circumstances with really important decisions to take. What can guide you in that? And we came up with this phrase, or my coachee came up with this phrase, do the right thing, which she found extremely helpful. So I was thinking about what would be another aspect of that. And one, of course, is what does it mean to do the right thing
Yeah,
for me? What
yeah,
does it mean for you,
yeah,
Matthew?
yeah.
And how do we do the right thing by ourselves so that we can actually survive this in the best way possible?
So let's look at that. I'll put that back. I'm not a qualified coach, you are, so I'm breaking your union rules now. You're working from home. A lot of people get that. You are not at the airport. A lot of people get that too. So you choose to do some activity. You choose not to do some activity. You get on with it. You have your priorities. You get on with it. So, what values are you employing? What is the driver for your behavior? How would you answer that?
Well, normally that would be very much purpose, supporting people in their development, teaching people as a trainer, really very much focused on the client, the coachee, the training participant. It would be all about others. And when the lockdown started, I was part of quite a few coaching webinars,
Yeah.
and people were talking about things such as give yourself, how do we cope in this lockdown? So give your day a structure, get up at the normal time, groom as if you were going to see your client, learn something new, build your business, contact all these people that you haven't contacted for ages.
Yeah.
So that kept me happy. That gave me sort of a structure for a while. And then I noticed, this is really stressful, actually. And does it really fulfill my sense of purpose? And there was this feeling of restlessness. I started to procrastinate. So there was something there about not quite doing the right thing for myself.
I love it. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's an independent setup. So you've got these instructions coming in and you've complied with them, but there's some sort of incongruence between what you've been told to do, what you are doing, and how you feel doing it makes you feel. There's a funny phrase from Peter Thompson: we can't do who we are not.
Mm.
So it really is almost persona and values. You can do it, but otherwise we're going to get this negative consequence. So are you saying that the restlessness was this symptom
Yeah.
of the incongruence?
And I like that we can't do what we are not under particular circumstances. I mean,
Yeah,
we're in an environment at the moment where if you think about the consequences for society, for humanity as a whole, for our business, for the economy in the UK, you could get yourself seriously worried. Um, and yet we sort of try and build some normality within that. And that works to some extent, and that can be very helpful. But I think you also have to make space for just taking a breath and calming down and looking after yourself.
I love that. That's something my missus said the first time I met her. We can only serve others if you sort of protect and preserve yourself. And I think that's something. I mean, that's the sort of wisdom that we can share here. And also, it's almost the same thing. It's really, there's a lesson from this. So if we're procrastinating, something we talked about, if we're feeling restless, we've got this negative state. What do we do with that? So we've got this negative symptom. That's a signal. What do we do with that signal? What do we do?
Take it seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
Rather than being really harsh with yourself and giving in to that sort of negative bias towards anything like restlessness or procrastination and thinking, oh no, I should really be doing A, B, C, D, to actually say, you know what? I'm going to look after myself now. I'm going to take myself out I luckily have a lovely big garden.
Yeah.
I'm going to give in to that now and acknowledge that things aren't normal and that maybe we do need a bit more self-nurturing. We need that anyway, but I am phenomenally bad at that. But actually sort of give into that. Look, listen to what I'm saying, give into that. But that's negative, isn't it? But to actually acknowledge that,
exactly.
You do need time, and that if you're not having a good day, you're procrastinating all day, then maybe just take a couple of steps, but don't think that you need to have a mega productive day every day.
No, exactly. That's my own disease. I want to do front end, say hello to the world, and ignore paying my water bill. That will have consequences sooner or later if it's a hot summer. And so we've got to be careful. Yes, so to me it maybe is break your mission to run a marathon when you don't feel like running a marathon. But what can you do today? And it might even be not work. And then there's another sort of entry room back into work, which might be a blank sheet of paper and writing a wish list, a dream list, a shopping list, a future list, or something. I do love writing a few ideas down. And then one can ease back into, all right, so I don't feel like 8 hours of super productivity. What about 20 minutes of super, super, super productivity? What could I do? Anyone can do 20 minutes of something. And then we go that way, the sort of baby steps idea. I think we've been really helpful to the viewers, so that's probably enough transfer for one day. So from this session, what nugget of wisdom shall we share generously with our viewers? What's coming to mind?
Now, really, for so many of us, whether we are a coach or a trainer or a manager, somebody who looks after a team, after whatever group in an organization, we're all so used to looking after others, to doing the best for others, to keep things going, making a difference, doing the right thing, that under the current circumstances, we should give ourselves a break and not judge ourselves too harshly and actually say it's all right to do the right thing for me right now. Because otherwise I won't be able to do all those great things I've got planned for others.
Look after the machine. Heike Saxer-Taylor, coach, shopper, mother, inspirer of a nation, thank you very much. We'll see you in a couple of days. Thanks. See ya. Thanks, viewers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Like, comment, and stop your children raiding. See ya.